Every single night, you're driving half blind, and you don't even know it. Foggy headlights cut your visibility by up to 80%. That's not a minor inconvenience. That's the difference between stopping in time and not stopping at all. And the worst part? Auto shops know exactly how to fix it in 10 minutes. They just don't want you doing it yourself. Because the moment you learn what's inside that $89 professional headlight restoration kit, you'll never pay for it again. What you're about to see costs $2. It's sitting in your kitchen right now, and it works better than half the products on the market. Watch until the end, because the last step is the one most people skip, and it's the reason their headlights go foggy again in 2 weeks. Your headlights aren't made of glass. Most people don't know this. They're made of polycarbonate plastic, a material that's lightweight, cheap to manufacture, and highly profitable to restore professionally. When your car rolls off the factory floor, that plastic has a thin UV protective coating on it. Crystal clear, sharp, bright. But sun, heat, rain, and road chemicals slowly destroy that coating. The plastic underneath starts oxidizing. It turns yellow, then milky. Then that thick, cloudy haze sets in that no amount of wiping will fix. You've tried wiping it. Everyone has. It does nothing. Because the damage isn't on the surface. It's in the surface. So you take it to an auto shop. They look at it for 30 seconds. They nod slowly like they've just diagnosed something serious. And then they hand you a bill for $80. No, $120. Sometimes $200 for both headlights. For what? Abrasive compound and a polishing wheel. That's it. The same chemical principle you're going to use today, just with a machine and a markup. Some dealerships will tell you the headlights need full replacement. A new headlight unit can cost $300 to $600 per side. People pay it because nobody told them there was another way. And this isn't some niche problem. Over 90% of cars older than 3 years have some degree of headlight oxidation. That's hundreds of millions of vehicles, which means hundreds of millions of potential customers walking into shops and paying premium prices for a basic chemical process. Auto shops aren't evil, they're a business. But they have absolutely no incentive to tell you that baking soda, the same thing you use to deodorize your fridge, triggers a mild abrasive reaction that lifts oxidation from polycarbonate plastic without scratching it. They won't put that on a poster. You had to find a YouTube video to learn it. Here's the science. And it's simpler than you think. Polycarbonate oxidation is essentially a layer of degraded plastic sitting on top of your lens. It's rough, porous, and yellowed. What you need is something fine enough to abrade that layer without cutting deep into the plastic underneath. Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, has a Mohs hardness of around 2.5. That's gentle. Gentle enough to polish without gouging. When you mix it with a small amount of water or toothpaste, you create a fine microabrasive paste that physically removes the oxidized layer particle by particle. No harsh acids, no toxic fumes, no expensive equipment. Professional shops use compounds rated between 1,500 and 3,000 grit. Baking soda paste sits in a very similar range when mixed correctly. That $89 kit from the auto parts store, the active ingredient is aluminum oxide, another mild abrasive. Different compound, same principle. You're paying $89 for the branding. You already have the chemistry at home for $2. Now here's exactly how you do it. Start by washing both headlights thoroughly with soap and water. Remove any dirt, dust, or road grime from the surface completely. This matters more than people realize. Any debris left on the lens will drag across the plastic when you start polishing and create fine scratches. Dry them fully. Don't skip this. Take a small bowl and add 4 tablespoons of baking soda. Add just enough water to form a thick paste. Not runny, not dry. You want the consistency of toothpaste. If you have white toothpaste at home, you can actually use that directly. It contains mild abrasives and works on the same principle. Some people mix both and get excellent results. Apply a generous amount of paste onto a clean microfiber cloth. Not paper towel, microfiber. Paper towel is rougher than it looks and can leave fine marks on the plastic. Begin buffing the headlight in small, firm, circular motions. Apply consistent pressure. You're not scrubbing, you're polishing. Keep your circles small and overlapping. Work your way across the entire lens evenly. Don't focus on one spot. After about 60 to 90 seconds of buffing, you'll start to see a yellow-brown residue forming on the cloth. That's the oxidation coming off. That's exactly what you want to see. It means it's working. Rinse the headlight with clean water. Dry it with a fresh cloth. Inspect it in good light. If there's still visible haze or yellowing, repeat the process. Moderately oxidized headlights typically need 2 to 3 rounds. Heavily oxidized headlights may need 4. Don't rush this. Each pass removes another layer. Keep going until the lens looks consistently clear. Once you're satisfied with the clarity, there's one final step that almost everyone skips. And this is the step that determines whether your results last 2 weeks or 2 years. Apply a UV sealant or a thin layer of car wax over the cleaned headlight. Buff it in gently and let it cure. Remember, The original factory UV coating is gone. Without protection, the polycarbonate will begin oxidizing again almost immediately once exposed to sunlight. The baking soda cleaned it, the wax protects it. Both steps together are what make this last. A basic car wax costs $6 to $10 and will give you months of protection per application. Some people use a dedicated UV spray sealant, which lasts even longer. Either works. Just don't skip it. What happens after you do this properly is genuinely satisfying. The difference between a heavily oxidized headlight and a freshly polished one is not subtle. You're not getting slightly better. You're going from frosted glass to optical clarity. Your low beams will throw light further. Your high beams will actually feel like high beams again. Night driving will feel noticeably different, not because anything mechanical changed, but because light is finally passing through the lens the way it was designed to. People who do this often say the same thing. They had no idea how bad it had gotten until they fixed one headlight and compared it to the other. The contrast is stark. In terms of how long results last, that depends entirely on the UV protection step and your local climate. In moderate climates, with wax reapplied every few months, most people see clear headlights for a year or more. In hot, high UV environments, you may need to touch up more frequently. Either way, a full restoration takes you 15 minutes and costs $2. Even if you do it twice a year, you're spending $4.30 minutes annually on something auto shops charge $150 for. Over 5 years of car ownership, that's potentially $750 kept in your pocket. For baking soda and 10 minutes of circular polishing, if this genuinely helped you, hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds, and it directly helps this channel reach more people who are tired of paying for things they can do themselves. Subscribe if you want to keep finding out what else is hiding in plain sight. Next video is going to cover something that every car owner deals with, and almost no one knows the real fix for, and the solution costs less than a cup of coffee. You now know something that most people in your neighborhood don't, and tonight, when you drive home in the dark, you'll actually be able to see where you're going.